Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of want to do something really simple, and the reason why is because I know I have a lot of followers who are beginners, and I wanted to kind of bring you guys something that you guys can do because I've been noticing that my content is a little bit, you know, intermediate. Let's say that it's intermediate. I wanted to bring the beginner stuff that you guys could use, and just an everyday look, because y'all know like colors are my everyday look. Like that's what I rock literally every day. But I wanted to give you guys something simple, something soft. I do want to do like a pink look today. Pink is calling me. Y'all know it's like one of my favorite colors. Let's go ahead and just jump right on into this. Let's get started. Let's do this. Y'all know how we about to get down. So I'm using some of the Ambi what is this, Ambi facial moisture, because I did cleanse my face. Oh my goodness, I ordered this machine off of Amazon, and it's like a little steamer. Oh my gosh, when I tell you I was able to like clean my pores, because I had like a pore machine, but you need your pores to be open. I didn't feel like sitting in the shower for 55 minutes, so I decided to just order that machine. And when I tell y'all, like, my skin feels so good. Oh, just feels so good. So now that we have our face moisturized, we're gonna go in and work on these brows, child. We're gonna go ahead and get this together. This is the Makeup Revolution pencil that I'm using. It's in the shade dark brown, and we're just going to fill in our brows. I did arch them today. Today was just kind of like a self-care day because I've had like a really shitty week. Like, my week has been really bad. I think yesterday I just hit like my breaking point, and I just needed a break. So I was like, why don't you just go and just do your makeup, get in your zone, and just relax, find your happy place, and zen the fuck out. I'm not really doing too much to my brows because like I said, I did arch them and kind of cut them up a lot, so I don't think it's too much that needs to be done to them. They in pretty good shape, which is rare. Just hoping they come out. They should come out like really clean and crispy since I did cut them. So now I'm going in, I'm gonna clean up my brows. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. concealer. This is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. Y'all know that's all I do, clean them up. I'm gonna go in and clean up. I do use a lot more towards the end. I kind of like touch it like that and then just start cleaning them up. Y'all know I have to really stay focused on this part. But like I told you guys, it's been a lot. You know, working in corporate America, I always said that after this job, I didn't want to work for nobody else. I wanted to work for myself. But being a business owner is tough. Like, it's a lot of work that kind of goes into that. So, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you have to continue to work for. But I think yesterday, like I said, I just kind of hit my breaking point, and working in an environment like where you're being gaslit, like, whoo, Jesus, like gaslighting is a real damn thing. It is so freaking real. Then you have to work with people who are rewarded for being mediocre. I think that is the most irritating thing, and I know that happens in almost all work environments, but I'm telling y'all, I'm tired of this work environment. Like, it's time to go. I think I made up my mind yesterday. Like, it's just, yeah, honey, you got to get the resume together. It's time to walk, because I'm not about to keep on being stressed out at work. Like, it's a bunch of mess. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I want to be in my zen. I want to be in my happy place, okay? And this is not it. I'm gonna blend this out. I'm using a Real Techniques brush. This brush is in, what type brush is this? What does it say? Deluxe Crease Brush. That what it is. And I'm just using this. I'm patting the concealer. I just found that just patting it kind of, I don't know, it just looks better when you pat it and just keeps the coverage there. If y'all watched my last video, y'all know that I like it to look like I just got waxed. Like, hair gone, it's flawless, it looks good. So that's why I keep it there too, because it provides like a natural highlight, and I don't want to take away from that. I was going to clean up the top, but then I remember this is supposed to be a beginner friendly tutorial, so I'm not. We're going to just skip right into using the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer. Lord, that is a mouthful. We're just going to use this and we're going to apply it I just apply like a little bit. This is gonna help your eyeshadow pop, mama. Like this is gonna give you that va-va-voom that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it's gonna take right here. And we're just gonna blend that out. And I'm just using a Real Techniques little brush thing here. What brush is this before y'all ask me? It is a medium shadow brush. I've never used it for shadow, but it works wonders when blending out my little primer here. You don't want to, don't, okay? But I always use brushes wrong. It's just what I do. Y'all know that. So because I love y'all, I'm gonna use one palette today, or at least I'm gonna try. Y'all know I use like 5 or 10, but again, this look is gonna be super duper simple. So I'm gonna be using the Car Beauty palette. This is in ES119. This is the ES119 palette. Once again, bam, 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 okay? So this is the palette I'm gonna be using today. We're gonna be using those browns, kind of mixed with these little copper tones right here. I guess that would be copper or like rose gold, whatever you want to call it. But that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to start with the brown first, and we're going to use that as a transition color. Once again, I want this look to be super simple, super soft for you guys, so it's not going to be over the top. If y'all like over the top, this is not the video for you, okay? So you might as well go ahead and skip to the other ones, okay? This is not the one for you. Go in with our browns, and I'm going to be taking, let me show y'all because y'all beginners, right? So y'all need to know. I'm going to take this little brown right here, and we're going to use that as a transition color. You want to use a fluffy brush, and we're just going to apply it. And it's kind of like touching your crease, but you want to bring it in as well, just to get you a nice little blend going. Just blend that all out. So I'm going to say like this last little thing, and then I'm going to be done venting about my job, because we're moving on to bigger and better things. I've already claimed it, amen. I think a lot of people leave their job because of poor management. I think management could be the reason that you stay, and it can also be the reason that you leave. It falls on management. If you got poor leaders, then everything else is going to crumble. But that was it. That's it. We done talking about that, because right now I'm trying to get my zen and my power back, and I cannot do that if I'm still upset about what happened yesterday. So let's move on. Let's get cute. So keep the brown going, get that built up to however you want. Because I don't see, or maybe I'm not going to be using another brown. There is a darker one in here, but I'm not sure that I'll be using that one. I don't know, but I'm going to get this one just built up the way that I want. And then we're going to use, I want to say we're going to use our finger. Yeah, let's use our finger today. We're going to use our finger to apply our shimmer. So I'm trying to give you guys something really soft, really simple. I keep saying that, but it's difficult for me because y'all know I'm extra, but we're going to try to use the finger. Okay, we're going to try to use our finger to get the shadows today. Okay, so to darken this up just a smidget, I'm going to be going in with this dark chocolate brown right here. Y'all know I like deeper colors. If you guys don't, then you can just stop here and then just skip on to the next step, and you'll be fine. Just for me, I like my corners to be extra chocolatey goodness, okay? So I'm going to just apply that, and I'm only going to keep it right here on the outer edge. Oh, that's pretty. Can you guys see that? Like, that looks gorgeous. I like it. I like where we're going with this, honey. And this technique can be applied to any eyeshadow that you want. So just choose 2 colors and a shimmer, or 2 colors and a matte, whatever you want to do. I just use this technique whenever I want. Like, this was like the quickest way that I learned how to do cut creases. The 2 colors and a shimmer, and it just always hits. It's gonna forever hit. Now, as you guys can see, like I said before, I'm not going past that arch, and that's just because I like it to look like a gradient fill, and then I also like a deeper edge. Just my thing. It's my thug thizzle. If you guys don't want to, like I said, skip ahead, honey. You don't have to. So I was like, which color do I want to do? Normally I would be more prone to use this shade right here, but because I kind of want to step out of the box today, I'm going to use this one. And like I told you guys, I'm going to use my finger to apply this. fingers, use the tools that you have. You don't have to go out here and buy extra brushes, always a plus. So I'm just going to use my index finger. My index finger is smaller, so I prefer to use that because it helps to kind of get in the creases. I love this technique because this gives you the effect of a cut crease without you having to actually do the work of a cut crease, if that makes sense. So it's just a lot easier, definitely beginner friendly. So you want to just take your hand, your little index finger, and you want to just kind of swirl around that thing, kind of like you would with a brush, and you're going to end up with this on your finger. Once you have that on your finger, you're then going to just pat that right onto your lid. Wherever you would normally do a cut crease, or I like mine's kind of sloppy, so I just pat it just right there, you know, and we just keep dipping back in until we get this built up the way that we want to. And as you guys can see, I told you guys the index finger is smaller, so it helps to get into that crease. And then you can even use your pinky to kind of brighten that up, which I might do next, so stay tuned. But you just want to keep on patting that all in there, and this will give you like a a very soft glam look, which that's what we're going for, right? So we just need like a little bit of color, and that's it. So build it up as much as you want to, and then you're done. But I'm gonna show you how to get that inner corner highlight too by using your finger. Okay, so because I still wanted to use that first color that I showed you guys, I still wanted to use that. I'm not gonna take my pinky and I'm just going to dip into it. I can't do it on camera, but it's this color right here. And I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my pinky. Be careful, don't get your nails in there. And then I'm just going to inner corner highlight with that. Look at that, bam, flawless, we good. Just inner corner highlight with this. And that is it for your eyeshadow. So super simple, super easy. You are done, mama. What did it take, like all of 5 minutes? And that's just because I was talking. Just imagine if I wasn't talking. Bam, 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 we out of there. So me personally, I would not use this type of lash, and that's just because I like extreme lashes. But for the sake of this look, because we wanted something simple, I'm going to show you guys the RJ Beauty lashes. These are the itty bitties, okay? And they are called itty bitties for a reason. So we're going to use these because we want more of a soft natural glam today. So I'm going to go ahead and get those glued, and I'll show you guys how I apply those. Because I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone today, I'm actually going to go out and try to take pictures. Oh Lord, I'm getting sick just thinking about it. But this is the Becca primer. I'm going to be applying this all to my T-zone because my T-zone gets like super oily. I absolutely love this primer. I use this in every single one of my looks. It's a really good primer. I try not to go under the eyes because your eyes are already, you know, dry, so you don't want them to be like uber dry, so don't do that. Just keep it in your T-zone if you get oily. I would not suggest this product for anybody who is super dry. This is gonna make you 10 times drier, okay? This is only for the oily skin girls. All right, okay, so our lashes have been sitting for a little bit. Let's go ahead and apply them. I'm just going to apply them to the edges because they are really short. Even lengthwise, they're really short, so they don't really give you like a lot of room to, you know, be going crazy. Oh, that is so short, y'all. But okay, it's a natural look, y'all. It's natural, it's natural. I'm gonna go in with some Maybelline. This is in the shade 160. Yep, but I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna brighten up my under eyes with this. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this right under my eyes. Ooh. When I got this off Amazon, I thought it was gonna be like more of a like a red to kind of color correct, but that's not what it's giving right now. It's not giving red. I don't know, it kind of looks peach, like a little bit, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I also wanted to do this video because I really wanted to kind of focus on not using as much product. I've been really kind of feeling like the little skin finish looks lately, so I really wanted to practice on that. This is white, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs white. Like, oh, okay, all right. Well, we gonna fix it. It's okay. But right now she's giving very much Casper and the Friendly Ghost. She's giving very much translucent. It's giving very much I don't like it. It's giving very much where do you think you're going? This is a but it's okay. Maybe it is going to brighten, because I mean you hella bright right now, so maybe this is going to be what I need to brighten up my face. Okay, so now I'm going to be trying again, I mean not really trying, but using again the Maybelline 30-hour wear. You know, Maybelline, I'm going to try again. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong, so we're going to try it again and just see, because maybe I was applying it wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it was me. So I'm going to take some on a brush and just apply it. Now I will say this about Maybelline, they do give you full coverage. As you guys can see, that was just one little pump. You do get full coverage with this, so I'm not gonna hate on that. I just think they changed the formula. That's my issue, is they changed the formula and it's like too damn dry. Like shit, 24 was good, now you done put extraness in there and now we at 30. Like that's a lot, you know? It's just, it was too much for me. But this one, okay, like I said, I'm not afraid to admit when I was wrong. Maybe, just maybe, it was me. So this is literally 2 pumps of the Maybelline foundation, and as you guys can see, I am fully covered. So coverage was never an issue. It's just, I think the formula is just like too drying, but whatever. I'm gonna go in with the what's this, the Instant Age Rewind. This is in the shade 148, and I'm going to now highlight under my eyes. And then I also seen somebody on TikTok do this. Yes, I am all for trying TikTok hacks, although I think sometimes they be lying. But I'm going to go down my nose too. They said to go down your nose, kind of like a reverse contour effect, if that makes sense. So instead of you contouring, you just kind of highlight, and then that will bring out the shadows in your face. We gonna see, because y'all know TikTok be lying. I don't know, but we're gonna see. So I'm just going to finish highlighting, and then I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit. This is already almost kind of dry anyway, so you really don't have to let it dry like too much, just like a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, just a smidget. Okay, so now I'm going to go in while the highlight is kind of drying down, and I'm going to apply a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible, and this is concealer. It's in the shade, I don't know, what shade is this? I don't know, and I don't want to lie to y'all, but it's like a little chocolate one. Okay, boom. Then I'm gonna take a brush and just kind of blend all of this out. Okay, so let's just take a brush and blend out our contour. I normally use a sponge for this, but like I told y'all, I'm trying new shit to see what works for my skin, because what works for somebody else's skin may not work for you. Hell, what works for me may not work for you. So we just trying to see if I can get it to like where I like it, you know. I'm just going to blend all of that out. I like the brush method. It makes it like very smooth, seamless. It's not too harsh, like it just looks very good. I like the brush. I like the brush. I like the brush. So before this gets like too dry, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend out the concealer. And I always make sure that I look up just to make sure we get them under eyes too, so it ain't real dark under there. If you know, you know. Okay, making sure that I blend down my nose, because we want that reverse contour that he was talking about online. I'm not really sure how good it's gonna work, but I'm here for it. I'm gonna go back in because I put on like 3 coats of mascara, because these lashes just, they're too small for me. They may not be too small for you, but like they're super duper small for me, so I need them to be like in your face. So I'm gonna go back in with some mascara as well and just kind of plump them back up. So I've already went in like 2 coats, so we're gonna do about 5-6 coats on these today. Okay, so I feel like it's giving skin right now, so I'm pretty excited where we're going. I'm now gonna go in with my Black Radiance setting powder. This is in the shade Banana, and I'm gonna try to set with this. Wish me luck. I'm gonna try to set, and I'm just setting very lightly, not too much. I don't even know if I'm gonna bake. If I do bake, it'll be like something very, very, very simple, not too much at all. And you just want to set, like, I like this. It's like a softer setting. I think I'm gonna be here for this, y'all. Yep, this is about to be my new thing. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go in and bake after this. I think this is like really, really soft, and I like it. This is what I've been wanting, like more of a skin finish. Okay, so this is the Beauty Bakery macaroon or snackaroon or something like that. It's a bronzer. It's in the shade Perfect Blend, and I'm going to be using this just to kind of carve out my cheekbones, just to make them pop a little bit more. And you don't need like a lot of this. This is like super pigmented, so you don't need like too much. Just a little will do, honey. A little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna use some up here on my forehead too, just to kind of make that a little bit smaller. So to add some more color into this look, I'm gonna be adding some blush. This is from the OPV palette, and I absolutely love this palette. If you guys have been following me, then you know what you know. This is my absolute favorite palette, and I think, you know what, I'm feeling feisty, I'm feeling froggy, so let's go ahead and leap, bitch. I'm gonna be using some of this pink in here, and I'm gonna just apply that just to bring some color into my face. Like, normally I'm not really a fan of like this bright blush, but today, why not? I mean, you gotta step out of your comfort zone, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring this little blush all into my skin to just give me some rosy color. I like it. I've been seeing people on TikTok, like the little TikTok influencers or whatever, I've been seeing them use blush, and their blush looks so damn cute. It's like, oh my goodness, you're adorable. Like, I don't want to give like baby doll type effect, but I need it to be out there, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need it to be kind of cute. You know, today will probably be the only day I really go overboard with my blush. Who am I kidding? I'm lying. Probably happen again tomorrow. I don't know. So I'm gonna go in and bake with the Black Radiance banana powder again, but I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm not going to use like my little pad thing that I normally use. Auntie Jackie told me to stop using it, so I'm gonna stop using it and just see how this turns out. I'm gonna bake down my nose. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. And right under my eyes, just to kind of give it more of a brightening effect. Like, I like my under eyes to be super duper bright. Like, hey, how y'all doing? I did kind of like how the nose came out. I think the nose came out really good. That is like my pet peeve, my pain point when doing my makeup has always been my nose. I like my nose, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I would love a rhinoplasty without having to go to the actual doctor and get it done. Who wouldn't, you know? Like, I want to keep my nose, but sometimes I want to accentuate my features, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay, so we have like literally come to the end of this video. If you guys are still here, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, okay? Especially if you learned something. Like the video, honey. If y'all want me to blow up, if y'all want more people to see me, then you have to like the content, please. Jesus. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this is the Essence pencil. Got this from Ulta. It was like $2. The brand is really good. I like them. I need to go back and try some more products, but I'm gonna line my lips with this. This is actually an eyeliner pencil, but y'all know finding browns that are dark enough for me that I actually can accept and live with is very difficult. So I do have to use eyeliner pencils in order to like really get that darkness that I want. But I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to start lining my lips. So for me, when I line my lips, I kind of line like under and then over just like a little bit, because I like more of a juicy plump lip. You don't have to if you don't want to, just a personal preference for me. But I'm just lining over and then gonna line Oh my goodness, I just realized I was totally supposed to do a pink look today because the outfit I wanted to wear is pink. But I mean, this is kind of pinkish. I mean, it'll work. What ifs? It'll be fine. I'm not really stressing about it. It'll be okay. Okay, so then you're gonna go in with some lipstick, whatever lipstick of your choice, and you're just gonna apply that. And I'm gonna apply a little bit up here and just blend. Blend that all out. So you guys are more than welcome to stop here, but y'all know me, I gotta have a gloss on these lips. I just have to, but like I said, you guys are more than welcome to stop here. If you guys don't want any more, then that's fine, but I'm gonna add like just a little bit of gloss in here. And this gloss that I'm using is from the crayon case. It's in the shade Private Party. And I just use a brush just to kind of like blend all of this in together. Once again, if you made it here, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Do your thug thistle. That was whack. That was so whack. Oh, I'm showing my age here. Lord have mercy. Okay, so I think the lips are good. They're up to my standards. So let's move on to blending out this excess banana powder. Okay, so I'm gonna take my same brush and just kind of blot off the excess that I have going on here. And I'm just gonna blend all of this out into the skin. I think the goal was to have a skin-like finish, and do I think we accomplished that? Hell yeah, I think we did that, honey. For me not knowing what the hell I was doing, I think we have definitely done it. I will be using this technique going forward because I love the way it makes my face look. It's just, it's softer, it's not harsh, you know, it looks good. It looks really good. I mean, we won't really know until I play it back, but just like looking in the mirror, I feel like it's fine. Looking into my monitor, I feel like it looks good. But once again, I won't really know until I go to play it back how fire it actually looks. You know, no. What's gonna be the determining factor is my freaking photos. That is gonna be the determining factor whether this looks good. Honestly, like I don't even feel like I wanna like highlight my nose like I normally do. I feel like this is good here just to kind of stop. I don't know, yeah, maybe I won't highlight my nose today. What y'all think? Normally I highlight my nose. I mean, it's just kind of like my signature, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stop today. Lord, I don't know. I'm feeling that good about it that I don't feel like I want to highlight my nose. Y'all, something popped off, something done changed, something is in the water, honey. Okay, so I've made the decision not to highlight my nose. We're gonna see how this turns out, but I'm not gonna highlight it because this is just supposed to be a simple look, right? So to give you guys something simple, easy, this is quick, this is done. It didn't even take me like a full hour. I mean, it kind of took me like a full hour. That's just because I was talking. Don't worry about that, okay? This is something simple for you to do in the nick of time, okay? We used our fingers, we got the shit done. It looks good, I feel good about it. The lashes, still kind of working on them, but I think they're cute. I mean, I think they go with this look right here because it's very natural. Anyway, let me stop talking. We're gonna be setting this. You guys need to set your face. I don't set all the time, but that's just because I'm an OG and I do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? But you, because you're a beginner, let's get in the habit of setting your face. Don't worry about me, okay? Anyway, we're gonna set with the Maybelline fixing spray. This is the lasting fix. It's in like a purple pinkish bottle or whatever, you guys. Let me get you a good little look at that here. There you go. But you guys can get this from Ulta, you guys can get it from Target, wherever you shop, it should be available, okay? So we're gonna take it. I like to shake mine first, so kind of shake it and then just kind of hold it away from your face. I normally like cover my eyeshadow because I don't want it to like mess up, but whatevs. It normally gets hit anyway, so it's fine. And you just want to spray it. be generous because you want this to sit all day. From there, what I do is I'll go in and I'll get those wet spots off of my face. So just get those off and then just blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. Making sure my nose isn't wet because sometimes that's wet. And that is literally it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe and like it, and let me show you guys the finished result. All right guys, so you guys have made it to the end of this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys give me a like and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you in the next video.